Okay, good folk. Good morning. We are going thrifting today. In fact, I'm already back home. It's about 5 o'clock at night. I left at about 9:30 this morning, much later than I normally do, and it was a bonanza. You're going to see about half of the things as I find them. But I was able to buy so much today, I filled the truck, and I didn't even stop at all the places where I normally stop. Now, I'll tell you this, I'm going to come back tomorrow or the next day with a full thrift haul, and by that time, I will have researched everything. And if you see anything in today's video and you hear me say, well, I'm not really sure about this, or I don't know who that artist is, you're welcome to look that up if you want, but I don't want you to feel like you have to, because by the time I do tomorrow's video, I will have already researched everything. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, in fact, I'm going to be working on that tonight. There's some artwork that I need to find out who the artists were. There's a couple pieces of glass I still need to identify, and I'm going to work on that tonight. Okay, now let's jump in the truck and go thrifting. And remember, be sure to tune back in tomorrow or the next day. You've got to see part 2 when we do the complete reveal. It's nice to be back on good old South Jersey soil and thrifting again with you. Now let's go! Okay, first stop, thrift shop. What do I see? Ooh, I think it's porcelain. Look at that teapot. You know porcelain when you see it. But, they had it taped to some awful 1980s dinner plate. What? They don't go together. Anyway, take a look at that. That's got to be porcelain. I like that teapot, and it's one I haven't seen before. It was really filthy, and I could see there were some chips underneath of the lid, and I guess I just didn't feel like messing with it, so I put it back. I do like to buy and sell porcelain. It's good quality stuff from the 1940s, 30s and 40s. All right, we're in Jersey. This is a Goodwill, and you and I are spying these shelves together. And I promise you, this is going to be a long video, but did I find some things today? Now remember, I'm looking for 1920s, 30s, 40s. So just reminding you, if you're new to the channel, you're not going to see me pick up anything newer than that. Aha, we know what that is. That is English Hobnail, Westmoreland. I like it. They were I think they were little saucers, and there was a lot of that out there. And I don't collect it, so I left it on the shelf. Pink, pink, you stink. That is just the beginning of the pink. You wait until I get across the street. I'm not going to give away too much in this preamble, but it's not a murder mystery. All right, what have we got taped together? Well, somebody ripped the tape off, but there is I think that's a Hocking Princess Creamer, and it's on top of some nice department store glass, nice etched luncheon plates. And I'm kind of feeling them there to see if they're chipped. I know it's not easy for you to tell. Okay, I was really getting a 1930s vibe on these teacups. Look at that. I love the platinum. They have sort of a deco shape to them. Certainly, a modern design, a modern shape. They're marked USA on the bottom, and believe me, I tore that place up looking for the saucers and couldn't. So, don't know who made them since it only says USA on the bottom, but that looks classic 30s to me. I was looking at these hoping they were the saucers, but they weren't. That was something made in China. So I left those teacups there, but love the design. You see some pink sticking through there? I do. All right. Now how am I going to get to that while I'm filming? Let's grab this 1990s or whatever poinsettia big Christmas plate out of the way. And there it is. Woohoo! Nice pink cake stand. Filthy. Ugh. What am I doing? Oh, wait a minute. There's so much to see. What? Oh no, on the top shelf? What? Anchor Hocking Moonstone? You better grab those, boy. There you go. Now, we don't have the teacups, but you know I love me some moonstone, made in the mid-40s. Alright, so they're only the saucers, but you better put them down there in that cart. Look, you don't know what to do. You don't know where to grab first. Alright, put them down. Now that green thing isn't that's not old. Don't touch that. That's not old. Get rid of that. Okay, now let's get back up to that pink thing. Alright, is that Jeanette? I don't remember. But we're going to get it out of there. Some of those diamond patterns, there's Windsor, and there's Waterford, and there's Cube, and all these different patterns. And I sometimes forget. Looking to see if the 3 little feet are there. Ew, it was dirty. But I forget what the price was, but that's going to go in the cart. Nice Depression era pink cake plate. And that, my friends, is just the beginning. You ain't seen nothing yet. There's going to be so much pink glass in the next store, you're going to fall off of your platform rockers. I'm warning you. All right, get the moonstone. Those are really just for replacement because I don't have the teacups, but can't leave them behind. Oh, I love this. I've had this set before. I just might end up keeping it. You've all seen it. It's missing one of the corn plates. There would have been 6. Classic 1930s, made in Japan. Kind of a Majolica glaze. And that's that little corn set. A lot of people had it in the 1930s. It's very heavy. There's one chip on one of the little corn plates. As I said, I have bought and sold that before. I'm finally thinking I'm going to keep that set for myself because I like it, and I like sweet Jersey corn. Now, coming around the corner, all right, it's just sitting right there on the edge. It's right as rain. There's your little salt and pepper shakers. Now, that's Cambridge glass, and you see it there in amethyst. Cambridge supplied the glass, and then the chrome is Farber Brothers. Now, sadly, the lids are cracked. Can't do anything about that. But maybe eventually I'll find some replacement lids. Not huge value, but Art Deco, chrome, glass, 1930s. I still love this stuff, and I buy it when I see it. And I do not have those little tiny salt and pepper shakers. But I've got them now. Wow, I like those candlesticks. Haven't seen them before. Don't know who made them. Handsome though, probably 1930s or 40s. I like the look of them. Has a little bit of a deco look, don't you think? Now one of them is chipped, and I didn't really want to pay $9 for the pair of them. But I do think they're handsome. I've always wondered whether I should start collecting candlesticks, and I guess I sort of have decided not to. But here we are in the clear glass aisle. There's a daisy and button hat. Often overlooked, the clear glass aisle, but you will find some wonderful things. Just train your eyes. There's a basket, and that's I didn't get that. But that's old. That's 30s and 40s. And then, I just see another one down there I didn't pick up. And then 2 little flower frogs. These needed to be really, really cheap for me to get them. And, okay, $3.50. Is that how much each of them are? Yeah, so, but didn't buy them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't know, I guess, since I was only in my very first store, I was holding back. From the 40s or the early 50s, that's a lamp base and with an Asian figure. I do not need another lamp project, although I do like those exotic figurines that were so popular after the Second World War. But I decided not to get that. I did, however, decide to buy that. You recognize that wood. That is oak. Look at the beautiful rays. See them? The way that oak is cut on the side, the way it's cut in quarters to give it that look. Nice old escutcheon on the front there with a little latch on it. And it wasn't that expensive. We're going to open it up and look at the inside. I don't know what it was for. It could have been a million different things that this box was for. It's got a nice old blue felt, or blue, like a, not felt, but satin lining. Maybe it is felt. And then there were these little things that I think they got taken out and then put in upside down. So there might have been some dividers in here. Whether this had cigars or jewelry or paint supplies, who knows? Could have been any number of things, but it's a nice wooden box. What a beautiful old wedding portrait. Let's zoom in on that. Now that's been reframed probably sometime in the mid-century, the 60s or the 50s. It was very popular then to have these frames with this little linen cloth. You guys remember that. But anyway, look at that. Isn't that a handsome couple? Looks like it's got also, what do you call that glass that reflects the UV glass, I guess is what I'm saying. It's not that much money. I wish it were in an old original frame. A lot of people do, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. Some people collect wedding photographs. That's really big. Not sure what I would do with it, except bring it home and hang it on the wall. And I've got enough on the wall. You do want to check these these silhouettes. That is, well, now wait a minute. You do want to check these. This might be, I'm going to study this one. It says Doyle. It's signed right there. Do you see that? Doyle. I wonder. I'm going to take a closer look at this. That's an old clasp at the top. See with that patent number on it? This frame probably, this is something probably from the 1930s or 40s, especially with that, the way that hook is for hanging at the top. I could look up that patent number. And it looks like this is all hand painted around here. I have a feeling I'm going to purchase this and do a little more research on it. I like that. I guess Doyle would be the artist. I've got some old Doyles in my family tree back in the Pennsylvania mountains. Yes. Okay, we're going to look at this closer later. I'm paying very close attention to the artwork in this thrift shop here. I've moved on to my second store because I'm finding some interesting things. I'm going to talk a lot about that when I get it home. I'm purchasing it. It's only $2.95. Let me turn it around and let you have a closer look at it. There's interesting, there's a provenance here on the back. Well, they've really got the music blasting in here today. That's quite all right. I'm at the Veterans Thrift Store, and I just crossed the bridge from New Jersey back into Pennsylvania. I'll take a look at this right here. Now, you don't even have to see what they've written on here. If you have been studying glass and collecting glass for a while, you know that nothing like this was made in between 1905 and 1930. Now, they say carnival glass, okay, but this is what I call second generation carnival glass, the stuff that was mass produced in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I personally am a fan of the old carnival glass. This is still pretty. It's priced at $10, but certainly something, watch out. If you're just getting started in carnival glass and you only want the old stuff, that's not old. 60s, 70s, 80s. Look at that. Okay, I think, what did I see? That's my iced coffee, which I shouldn't have on the counter, pardon me. I'm gonna buy this, I think. It's priced at $3.49. Isn't that pretty? It's etched and wheel cut, or I guess mostly wheel cut. This looks like an old antique store tag, and it says Deco dresser tray, $20. I would say that it's from the 1930s, 40s Deco era. I don't get a really Art Deco feel to it, but you could quibble over that. Is it a dresser tray? Was it something for the table? I like it, and I think I'm going to buy it. Yeah, that's a nice piece. So there's other clear glass back here, lots of clear glass to look at, and I see a bunch of Hummels over there, I think, or Hummel lookalikes. There's a Raggedy Ann and Andy down there on the floor. Let's put this in the cart, and I have got some artwork to talk about. My goodness, we're gonna have to wait till we get home to go over this. But I've picked up 3 or 4 pieces of artwork, framed artwork and such, and I actually left 2 or 3 behind that I could have bought as well. But doing very well today and trying to be use discretion or be selective so that I don't go home with too much. Okay, let's turn this thing off because the Righteous Brothers are competing with me and they would win. What in the name of John Brown are you going to do with all of those cruets? Ask a silly question. I'm going to fill them with vinegar. Wow. Cruets out the yin yang. Oh my word. Pink overload. Woo! Oh my word. Pink, you stink. Pink, you rock. Look at all of the pink. Now I have to tell you, I didn't get all of it. Sorry, I'm in the way. Let me get my card. I didn't get all of it. I got a lot of it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, we're gonna look at that in a minute. Calm down. Let me get back around here before I hyperventilate and fall out on the floor. I got a lot of it. Let me tell you a few of the things I didn't get. Some of these just random serving platters. Okay, they're fine. But I just, okay. So a pink etched serving platter, no big deal. They're nice. I just didn't want to load up on those. So yeah, I just didn't want to do that. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm not going to buy it. It's $20 for the master bowl, and then there's only just one little berry bowl with it. Beautifully painted, and certainly worth the $20. I could probably make some cash on that, make a little bit of money on it. I guess I'll rethink it, but it's Bavarian. It is signed. We have the initials of whoever painted it. but really nice. Very nicely done. That's an antique, good condition, no damage on it. I actually may even reconsider at $20. I might. Look at how beautifully painted this cup and the creamer and sugar is. I think it's German. The mark on the bottom is very hard to see, but a little bit of luster wear on the front. But so nicely painted, I don't believe this is Japanese at all. Either German or French. And it's $12 for the cream pitcher and the sugar bowl with the lid. And then there's some more pink depression glass here. Oh my goodness, if you could see my cart right now. Ouch. And then a carnival glass hat in marigold for $8. Another pink over here. And take a look at this set right here, which is beautiful. Again, sugar bowl with lid, cream pitcher, and a delicate little tiny teapot. And it says on there that it's signed Limoges. $20 for the set. I'm going to run my hands over that and make a decision. That might be worth it for the teacup, the teapot, and the 2 serving pieces here. So let me take a closer look at these, see if there's any damage. And that might go in the cart with me. It just might. Take a look at my shopping cart. Ooh. You listen, the rule is you have to buy it when you see it. When you find the good stuff, get it. And boy, I tell you, I'm gonna spend some money today, happily. I spent $149.70-something. And it doesn't look like I have much, but oh my word, have I got a ton of stuff to show you. And just as I was leaving, the lady brought out this. I cannot but wait to show you. I have a sneaking suspicion that it will glow under a black light. I know everybody loves glass with uranium in it. We'll see when we get it at home, but it's a beautiful vase. Can't wait to show it to you. And here we go. This is the Veterans Thrift, and I am just outside of Bristol, the city of Bristol, Pennsylvania, along the beautiful Delaware River. We just crossed the bridge, and that's where I am now. And so let's get all of this into the truck, and what a load this is going to be. All right, now I've moved on to another thrift shop that I happen to like. This is called Good Stuff Thrift. Supports these local charities, Good Stuff. And it's in, I think I'm in a place called Fairless Hills. It's not too far from Bristol. Oh, I just spied that. That's an old piece of pattern glass. Look at the thistles on that. I think this might be Northwood, $8. Is it thistles? I think so. Anyway, I'm gonna put that back down. Look at the owl. And I wanna show you, this is very unlike me. Oh, it's good to be home. It's good to be home, isn't it? I'm telling you what, you know you're back in my area when you trip over these. We couldn't hardly find one in Kentucky, but here, dime a dozen. I'm gonna do some research on this clock. It is not my thing. It's a plastic advertising clock for Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Wait a minute, let me get out of the way. It looks, I know it's upside down. And, oh, look, there's another big carnival bowl right there. That looks like imperial glass. Let's get that plastic fruit out of there. That great big paneled, sort of colonial panel. I think that's Imperial who did that. $12, yeah. Not bad, but I don't need that. I've got several of those. All right, let's go back at this again. This thing says, this is only $12. Now, it's plastic and it's probably from the 70s. This is the place, Now's the Time, Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. It's in good condition. They say it's been tested, and it is original. It's even marked on the back, Pabst Blue Ribbon. So, again, not my thing, but I'll check the comps on it and see. It's a nice size, and I know people like these for their pool halls and whatnot. Okay, oh, I got some artwork I can't wait to show you. Down in there is a piece of carnival glass. There's an old fruitcake, fruits and nuts tin, probably from the 50s, and 2 pieces of artwork that I think are valuable. Let's go outside and we'll talk about these. Okay, there aren't very many things in this world that I can guarantee you of in terms of myself, but I can guarantee this isn't going on the wall in the 1925 bungalow. Okay, your boy is gonna sell this. I bought it for $13 because I see one just sold on eBay for $50. And it was in this same condition, original condition. So why not, you know, even if I sell it for less than that, there's at least a good $25 to $30 profit in it. So why not? Then on the way out, now I am not into this either. Oh my goodness, am I not into this, but who knows? They're probably worth nothing. Copyright 1977, 20th century. I don't even remember what year the movie came out. We have a Star Wars stick pin or tie pin, I guess. And earrings. They both say copyright 1977. So I'm assuming that these are from 1977 and not something that was redone. They were only $1 each. Certainly worth taking a chance on that. I know people flip out over Star Wars. I don't, but maybe somebody will flip out and they'll give me $2 a piece. Now look at this artwork. The minute I saw these, I said, this looks 1940s, 50s, California, Asian, you know, tiki hut, weird sort of exotic stuff from that era. I don't know if that was a good description, but that's what I thought of when I saw these. I paid $10 each. It's original artwork, and I didn't know anything about this guy. But on the front I can see, and I don't know out here in the sun if it's coming up, G-E-N, I don't know if that's general, Matucha, M-A-T-U-C-H-A. I don't know what the medium is on here. It's some type of, I don't know if it's, doesn't look like watercolor. So we'll turn it over on the back. And then up here I was able to see, again, this Jen Matucha Studios, Hollywood, California. Okay, so he had a studio. He or she, I don't know if it's general or what. I've got to do my research and I haven't yet. All I needed to do was see that it's signed by the artist, was made in Hollywood, and this really looks mid-century to me. So I'm going to guess, I paid, and they're in good shape, I paid $20 for the pair. I need to look on the internet and see what happens. But I think I've got some artwork that might bring me, I'll at least be able to double or triple my money on those, I think. It's nice to have a pair in really good condition. So it's hot out here, but not too humid today. Let's get all this stuff in the truck, and I'm going to keep on shopping. I really like this amber mug. Now, you know, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm getting a feel that it's an old piece, but I am going to have to really do a lot of digging around. There's no mark on the bottom of it. Sometimes something like this might be, but just by the way it's constructed, the beautiful color of this amber, this actually might be something that goes way back to the 1920s and 30s. Different glass, some of the good glass companies did make amber mugs. So I'm gonna say it's either from the 1930s or the 1970s. Let's hope it's from the 1930s. And I'm gonna tell you about this in just a minute. Oh, listen, we're gonna get rickrolled. There we go, see? She's doing it. Now, normally a piece of souvenir art like this is something that I would not purchase. However, look at the quality of it. Take a really good look. It's a nice casting. I don't see any damage on it. I don't think anything was broken off of here. I gotta take another look at the Capitol and see if there was anything up there or not. I don't remember. I don't think so. I think we're okay there and nothing was broken off of the top. So it's finished even all the way around the back. Look at the detail. The back is something you're not going to see typically unless it's sitting on somebody's desk. But the condition of it is really pretty. Very well done. So we'll open the lid. Let you see the inside. Okay. All right, I had to move because somebody was bothering me. Now, nothing on the inside. It probably had a liner on it, and this is just a little trinket box. What did I see when I turned it upside down? Well, I see the price tag, but I also see right here, move in on there, JB, and then a number. Production number, you know JB stands for Jennings Bros. Quality, quality, quality. Art Metalworks Company, bookends, small lamps, that kind of thing, picture frames, and accoutrements for the desk. So this is a well-made piece. Jennings Brothers is quality. They were somewhere in Connecticut, somewhere on the coast there. Can't remember where off the top of my brain at the moment. Somewhere near New London, I think, but you can look it up. And they are collectible in their own right. So when you see a J and a B, and just the other day I was looking at jewelry caskets and I said, oh, I hope I see a JB on the bottom, and didn't. But this one, signed Jennings Brothers. It's old. It's going to date to at least 1920. A souvenir piece from the nation's capital. Very well done, and probably doesn't, even at that, not tremendous value on it, but it was gold plated at one time, as you can see. A lot of the gold has come off of it, but there's no way I'm not going to take that with me for $4.49. That's a nice one. No, that's not my porch floor after I unpacked from my Kentucky trip. That's my porch floor after I unpacked from today. One day thrifting in good old South Jersey and southeastern Pennsylvania along the Delaware River. I didn't even go to all the shops I normally go to because it was a bonanza. Now look, there's way too much there for me to talk about now. I will tell you this. Woo! Well, let's go out in the car. What an amazing shopping day. This is the first day I've been thrifting since I came back from my Kentucky trip. And I've got just about as much stuff in my truck in one day as I did during the whole time away. It was an endless supply today of items from the 1920s, really into the 50s. And I stopped trying to identify things because there's just so much. And you're going to be on the edge of your seats because you're not going to really see everything in this video. I think what I'll do is, I'm tired right now and I'm probably going to leave everything in the car, but tomorrow I will get everything in the house and I'll do a big video, everything, once it's all cleaned and out on the floor and we can look at everything together. But there's just too many things to deal with right now and I've got to prioritize. So thank you for watching. Oh my word, don't worry. I'm going to research everything and all the things that you see in the video today, and I don't really do too much describing of. You're going to see them again. So thank you for watching, and please look forward and join me for part 2 of this amazing thrifting day. Okay, that's it. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, and so long. Oh, wait for the cat. And so long for now.